Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Escapes the pocket. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. 3rd down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going for it on 4th. Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down. Giving this to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. This one falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and now they're staring at 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
From where they started that drive, Kate, 3 points, kind of feels like the minimum they expected. But I know this. A little scoring can lead to a lot more.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he maybe got but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Rice, caught again. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
15.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that takes them to third down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Third down, it's Mahomes. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Butker knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from his own read. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Nix from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou Lady.
To the air, Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Yellow. Argo. Yellow. Listen.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
I don't need to. Argo, Lou Lady.
Third and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's an option right that begins this drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Hand off to the back. Oh, he drops a touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead.
The score, Chiefs 10, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Our score reads 10-6. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. RV once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
When they're springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
The give here on second. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down, Broncos.
Another carry for him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 32-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running this one left. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow!
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Yellow.
Here he goes, third and long. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. First and 10 from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be met into the line to limit the gain to a yard. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete, so second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right. Timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. All set now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Nix. He has it at the 5. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Cortland Sutton the touchdown.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
16.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line. It's metal brain corrodes.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
All right, I call it.
First down throw, Mahomes. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Yellow, yep.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Yellow, 15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Give now to the running back. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
He's got it on the bootleg. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll run here on 1st down. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
There he goes! Pacheco, touchdown! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now.
Chiefs 31, Broncos 16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Blast through midfield. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
There's no question, Kate, if the big play is down, the seam will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Nix now to throw. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this third down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Throw left side. Complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. Really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Chiefs first down. We've set it down from the 37.
37-yard line.
Our first down, they'll run. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to within 1 score.
Broncos 23.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs lead by 14. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now.
Chiefs 38. Broncos 23. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Continuing to move past the 45. Racing down the left side. R.J. Harvey. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. He rolls to his right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Yellow.
He gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, the think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. Complete out to the right side. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. Completed over the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jalen Royals, the intended receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Giving this to Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. Room for him past the 30. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Got to be pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And they bring him down around the 34. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They give up the middle to Harvey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the...
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to just 2.
Broncos 36.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
This give is to Vaki. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Trying for the touchdown. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Flush down out to his left. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Kate, they had a chance to take a field goal out of the picture, and I don't know how I can quantify this other than hope. Now you've provided hope for that opponent because they know just get themselves into range and they can take care of business on their end.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos jump in front now by 5. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Chased out to his right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Setting up the screen. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Yellow.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
And you know this, Kate. I love run plays on this down and distance because you usually get man-to-man. And what happens with man-to-man, those guys turn their backs. If you get a lane, you get a shot. Big plays can follow.
Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. He'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. On the move, past the 40. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Harvey once more. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. It's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
Nix off the play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead.
Touchdown, Broncos.
That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for two here and a 7-point advantage.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot, and who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs losing by 7.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Yellow.
Right back to Pacheco. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Setting up to pass. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Now to throw. There is Rice with yet another one. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
On the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play. Run left side, Harvey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after
just 1 yard. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. Connects on the crosser. Escapes the defender. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Lining up to take it on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a look for Nix. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep.